Hello everybody, it's Victor here with the review today on the Arkham City DC collectible line. Wave... this series 3. I don't know if that means it's a Wave 3 or an actual new line from the game. I believe this is like Wave 2 or 3. I'm not too familiar with the Arkham City lines from DC Collectibles. As you can see here, here's a nice little casing. And if you notice, the actual bubble is shaped like Batman's head, his cowl, and then you got the ears right there and so forth. So that's very nice, and you got a very nice Arkham City backdrop. So if you really wanted, you could open the box, remove the sheet, which actually folds open. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's something I've never seen in any other reviews before. Oh. There you go. Yeah, so this would be Wave 3 in the series. So that's the first wave with the Harley, and Bruce, Robin, and you got the Wave 2 with the Mad Hatter. That guy, I have no idea who he is. Hush, Catwoman, and Batman in detective mode. And here's the back of the paper. All the characters released in this line. I do want to get the Penguin. He looks amazing. So I'm thinking about that while they're still a decent price. A little bio on it. I'm sure you could find that online if you really want to. It's really long, so I'm not going to read it. And then barcodes. And I was saying earlier, it's a very nice backdrop. And if you want, just, if you have a big enough display piece, you just set it up like so and put your Batman right in front of it, and there you go. You got yourself a nice little somewhat dioramas. So let's move that to the side and take a look at the figure itself, the Dark Knight himself. This is my this is my first figure from this line, from the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum series. He is approximately a 7-inch figure, I believe. So if we have like other lines that are in that somewhat scale, you'll be nice to put them in that same display area, since it'll fit very well size-wise. It's amazing detail. I really like the details in these figures. So I really wanted a Batman figure, but I wanted a detail, like a lifelike looking one to go with my NECA stuff. And this one is just released, so I figured, hey, why not? It's much bigger, better looking than the the DC Universe figures. It's amazing details. A very dark gray, dark blackish, grayish, parts. Mine, because of the packaging, the little forearm spikes came out a little warped, but in a little warm water and remolding won't do that. We'll fix that up a little bit. He does come with one accessory, his gel explosive gun thingy, explosive gel gun. Alright, I got the nice little large back symbol there. His utility belts, underwears, nicely sculpted boots. There's no detail on the bottom of the boots though, but there is a peg hole. So if you want to put him on a base so he could stand up a little bit better. But I don't think he has a problem standing because the cape is like this very soft rubber and it's very long. It actually goes longer than him himself, so it acts as like a back support. Alright, let's get into the articulations. His head does look up. Doesn't really look down. And it does pivot to the sides. We got confused Batman. Rotates. His arms can go up maybe that far because how the cape drapes over the shoulder. And to the side, about that much. And like maybe that far back, so you can't do a 360. There's no rotation at the bicep or at the shoulder. There is here at the forearm, but you can't get a full 360 because this piece at the very end right here hits the arm, or the tricep or bicep, either way you spin it. There's no rotation in the wrist, so you're pretty much stuck there. And one little thing that I didn't really like too much, I think his hands are too small. I don't know, they look a little puny to me. Not sure why I can pick that up in the camera, it's a little dark. Now you see though, he does have a closed fist and one open fist, or one open hand. So you can hold his little gun thing. And there is no rotation at the waist either, so this figure pretty much has it's very limited in articulation. His legs do go up and that far back, not too much. Fortunately, there's no rotation in the hip right here at the top, so you can't do that, and you can't do the splits, which is the most disappointing thing on this figure for me, because sometimes I like to do really wide stands, or fairly wide stands, because they just look more better than standing straight. Like I said, he has a ratcheted knee, and so it's pretty good. You get a decent amount of knee articulation there. He rotates at the boot, and his foot is one solid piece. So I guess you really don't need all the articulation down here if you don't have the like the side split thingy. And I'll put them next to the two other figures that I just reviewed for a size comparison. There you go. It's the Carmine. Or great idea that I just thought of right now because I'm a genius. Just get them. I'm not sure if how many of you actually remember this, but a few years back in I believe the early 90s, there was a Predator versus Batman comic book. So there you go. There's this. This makes me excited. Look at that. It's like, what up? What you got? That was a good comic book. If you could find it, you should look it up. It's pretty good. But yeah, so you got the Predator and Batman. I think that's a pretty good scale. Predators are pretty large. Alright, so that should wrap up this review. It's a very nice figure if you're not really looking in for something to mess around with or play with. Its lack of posability could be a bit of a hindrance for those who like to play with their stuff. But for me, I think just standing there should be fine. And maybe I'll get another one with some more accessories like the batarangs or something at some point. So, until next time, this is Vector with the DC Collectible Series 3 Batman. Thanks for watching.